we are starting to stream. Empty my pockets out, and apparently we are live. So welcome to my channel, Glen. I feel like I've had such a long break from this, but it's only been a few days, I swear. But my name's Glenn. This is my cryptocurrency channel of me vlogging my journey in the cryptocurrency space, my rise and falls and downfalls and stuff like that. More so downfalls than anything. But yeah, my name's Glenn, and if you're new to this channel and you like my content, please click the subscribe button. That really helps out. Also give this video a thumbs up so it shares the video around to new people. You can also follow me on Instagram, Facebook and Twitter, all with the name Glen after it, or you can actually go through to our Telegram group chat, which is Team Glen, which is here. And that takes you through to the super chat on Telegram, where even if you just want to talk to maybe not myself but maybe some other people that join us in these live videos, normally I get the group chat going. So Gigabit straight in there. Hey mate, how are you? You're the first comment, Gigabit. I know you like that. So if you want to join in with that conversation, we're not just myself but all the other guys as well, join the Telegram group chat. You can get it on your phone, and it's completely free of charge. So I invite you to chat to us over there. So that's all my plug-in done. I haven't done a video for, I don't know, a few days, I would say. Probably not since Thursday, Friday, which is unusual for me. Obviously, since I've been doing this YouTube channel, I tried to do one either every day or at least every couple of days. Not working. But I was away. So I'm actually based in Essex, in England, but I actually spent the weekend in Cardiff in Wales. So I went to another country, but yeah, it was really good. We went and saw Anthony Joshua fight, and he won. So he's got 4 belts now, and hopefully he'll take on Wilder next, get his belt, and he'll be the undisputed champion of the world heavyweight. So that was really good. I got back yesterday afternoon, and I actually, because the event was so big, the whole of Cardiff, which is like a city, there was no hotels or anything. No, so I actually slept in a car. I slept in the boot of a car, and you guys know how easy it is, how easy I fall asleep if you watched my other video the other day. So I didn't get much sleep. I literally got a couple of hours. Then we drove. It took us about 5 hours, 6 hours to drive home. So I was really tired, so I just thought, oh, I'm not going to do that again where I do another video where I'm half asleep. So I didn't do one yesterday, so I thought I'd leave it to today. So I'm all fresh, prepared. But what that means is, obviously, I haven't really done a video while the whole cryptocurrency market was crashing. So obviously, if you follow cryptocurrency in any way, you'll know that a lot of the prices of cryptocurrency went down massive. They seem to have bounced back a little bit since yesterday, but over the weekend, and normally Sundays are like, you know, red days anyway, and I've been saying this for quite a while now. It seems to be a regular pattern that's occurring, and I've always said, if you want to buy cryptocurrency or you want to exchange your fiat into crypto, Sunday's normally the best time to do it. Last week it was actually Monday was the best time, but it's Easter weekend. In the UK at least, we have bank holiday Friday, then Saturday's a normal day, Sunday's Easter Sunday, and then Monday is a bank holiday as well, so today. So that's like 4 days that potentially, you know, I know it sounds stupid saying this because obviously cryptocurrency is open 24/7, but obviously if you look at the correlation between Bitcoin going down over a weekend, which is just sounds weird to me, in the UK at least, I don't know if that's everywhere else over the place. I know it's Easter obviously for a lot of Christian countries, but we have essentially a 4-day weekend. So I thought, oh, I wonder if it's going to dip more than normal. Now that could just be a coincidence that it did dip down more than normal, and I thought, oh, is this the effect of having a 4-day weekend essentially, or is this just something bigger, like in the world grand scheme of things? That maybe people are losing faith in cryptocurrency, maybe people are not seeing the value in Bitcoin anymore. There's not no new money coming into it. Not as many people are searching for it. I don't know. What do you guys think? Obviously, we've had a massive dip. And to be honest, some of the coins, I mean, I was looking at, and I think Bitcoin was hitting sort of 6,700. I was driving a lot of yesterday, so I was just checking it like when we pulled over to a petrol station, and then I didn't check it. As soon as I come home, we had loads of family around, and obviously I was entertaining and stuff, and I was half asleep. And then I checked it before I went to bed, so I was only checking it randomly throughout the day. But I did, keep my eye on it roughly. And Ethereum was down to 350, I think, at one point, and I thought, God, could this go into the $200 mark? I think Ethereum's the biggest bargain there, but I keep saying that, and it keeps either stagnating or going down. So in that respect, no, it's not a good buy. But long term wise, I think that is a good buy. But let's see what you guys are saying. I get the first like and comment. Yeah, you've been missing. Been having my glen video withdrawals, lol. Yeah, a couple people did message me through the YouTube comments and through the Telegram group, and I think I got a message on Twitter saying, Glenn, when are you going to go live again? When are you doing your next video? And yeah, I just couldn't, unless I couldn't, because I was videoing the actual boxing so much, like just odd things that were happening. It was an 80,000 sold out stadium. It was really good atmosphere and everything, and I was videoing loads, and my battery went dead on my phone. So I actually jokingly said to my friend, "Oh, I might do like a live video and share it with the guys just on YouTube." And he said, "Yeah, go for it, but don't put me in it." That's what he said. So I was like, "Oh, okay, cool." So I thought I'll wait until I'm not with my mate, and I'll do like a live video. But then my battery went dead, so I couldn't even do a live video, and the charger in his car didn't work. So I couldn't charge my phone back up until I was home, and obviously it was too late then. Hey Glenn, I'm just up the road from Cardiff. Oh really, Russell? You should have come. It was a good night. We went out after into Cardiff. Absolutely packed. Like everywhere it was taking us half hour, 40 minutes to get served at any bar. That's how it was, just rammed everywhere. There was like even McDonald's, right? McDonald's had bouncers at the door, one in, one out. It was insane. Cool. Frederick says, yo. I said 6.6 went down to 6.2, pretty close. Did it go down to 6.2, as low as that? That is cheap, isn't it? 6.2. Let's have a look here. 7-day forecast. 6.5, 6.7. 6.7. I think you're lying to me, Gigabit. It went down. It seems the lowest it went down to was about 6.5, which is close to what you said it would be, actually. So that was a good shout. But saying that, this is obviously only on the Bitcoin average prices. It probably would have been lower. Like GDAX is always generally under whatever Bitcoin says it is. It's very rare that I've seen it over. So yeah, Bitcoin dropping dramatically, obviously, compared to where we're at. Where we was at in December of 20,000. It went down to exactly 6,595 on March the 30th, and I said 6.6 3 days before. Yeah, I remember you saying actually 6.6, so very good shout. Where's it going next, Gig? That's what I want to know. Russell says, nope, it should have come. It should have come. Yeah, so what else have we got? We have got Ripple at 49 cents, so half what it was, obviously, only a few months ago. Bitcoin Cash is a funny one, actually, because, well, not a funny one, but a good one. Whenever this happens, I'm just talking patterns. I'm not talking, speaking financial advice. I'm not an expert. I'm not talking about technical analysis. This is just what I see happening and what patterns I've noticed. So take this as you will. But Bitcoin Cash, I always notice that it always has a massive pump one day whenever there's a big dip. Now, I don't know why, but it seems to happen more than Bitcoin, more than Ethereum, more than Litecoin, more than Ripple. I just tend to notice that whenever Bitcoin Cash goes down, and it's at like normally around about 800, just one day, boom, it'll be like 1,050. So it'll have like a £250, and it will happen like over a day or maybe 2 days. Whereas like Ethereum and Bitcoin, to get back up to where they were before, you're talking about Bitcoin going up to like potentially 2-3 grand in the space of 2 days. I don't know if that is the difference in price, but I mean, you look at Ethereum and Bitcoin Cash weren't that far off each other, what they were worth, and Ethereum's never pumped that hard. Well, not in the 3 or 4 months that I've been. No, probably 5 or 6 now. Time that I've been in cryptocurrency, I haven't seen Ethereum just shoot up, and you know, randomly as well. Not any big news stories or anything. It's just like Bitcoin goes up a little bit, and then boom, Bitcoin Cash is like $200 up. So short term wise, Bitcoin Cash might be a good one to hold on to, because that may go from $660 to like $1,000 overnight, potential. I'm not saying it will, but that's just what I notice happening. Whereas like Ethereum, for it to get back up to, it sounds silly, but for it to get back up to like 600-700, I believe that would take, you know, a good week or two. Ripple, I think that's going to take, I would say actually Ripple's going to take a month or two to get back up to $1 if we was in a bull market. So obviously that's if it may, these prices may stay like this. If we were looking at the chart, I think I've done a video a little while ago, and I got, obviously I reiterated what crypto news YouTube channel said about the matching patterns. So like we were looking at every year Bitcoin seems to go up from May throughout the rest of the year, and we have sort of a big run up towards the end of the year. That's if that happens again, and I've got a strong feeling that it will. Even at the beginning of this year, I remember people saying, "Oh yeah, Bitcoin's really going to go up in summer." It just seems like everyone's, you know, thinking that Bitcoin's going to go up over the course of summer and leading up towards the end of the year. Now, if enough people think that, enough people buy some Bitcoin now while it's cheap, and you see it go up for a couple of days, and then people think, oh, it's going up, oh, I better buy some, and then that's a knock-on effect, because then that goes up a bit more, and then people say, oh god, Bitcoin's gone up 20% in the last 2 days, I better buy, you know, it's a knock-on effect. So we'll see. I'm not saying that will happen, it's just, you know, that's what I think is going to happen. Be prepared in case it goes down more. That is true. Raw Top Shot, I haven't seen you for a while, Raw, so well, thank you for rejoining the videos. Next futures contract closes 18th of April, just saying. A lot of people said that, okay, so this is a few things that people said. Bitcoin futures contracts were ending on the 31st, so there might be a big, people were dumping the coin until then, and then it would go up. So I mean, really, that has come true, because it was at 6.5, and now today, April the 1st, a day later, it's now at 7 something. So yeah, it has gone up a little bit. The other things people were saying is that, particularly in, you know, in the group chat, and that Tron was going to go to, you know, $10, $20, even though it's at like 3 cents, 4 cents. Oh, it was at 4.5 cents, and people said that 31st of March they were having their coin burn, so they were going to burn off all the unused coins, so their total circulating supply would narrow right down to what is being used. Therefore, the price would increase because there's less supply, and also their testnet was going to go live. And let's have a little look where they are now. Tron is at 3.5 cents. So even after those things happening, they've gone down. I believe that Tron, and this is only from what I read, and the trouble is with cryptocurrency, I don't know if you guys notice, a lot of YouTubers are doing April Fool's videos and thumbnails and titles. So and I don't know if news outlets are doing stuff like that as well. So anything I say over the last, what I've read over the last couple of days could be absolute bullshit, and I don't know. But I'm just going by what I've seen. I believe Tron had troubles with going live on testnet. I think there was a failure or something like that. So I don't know if that's negatively affected the price, and also obviously the coin burn. I don't know if that's happened yet because I clicked on it yesterday. And it still says total supply 100 gazillion billion whatever. Let's have a look. Gigabit says down, so don't buy any more BTC, LTC, Ether. Yet let's wait for the bottom because that is where millionaires are made. You make the money buying the right price. That is true. So with anything, not just cryptocurrency. If you're looking at, say, buying juice, you make the most profit when you're buying it, not selling it as such. Because if I was to buy Bitcoin at 20,000 and it goes up to 21,000, I've made £1,000 profit. If I was to buy it at $6,000, which is what it was at 2 days ago, and it does go back up to 20,000 or 21,000, the same scenario, obviously you've got there a profit of 15,000. So yeah, you make the most money when you're buying if it goes back up. Obviously, if the price of something is falling dramatically, that could also mean that it's absolute, the bubbles burst, it's going away, it's popping, whatever you want to call it. So, and the trouble is, you don't know where the bottom is. We could buy, say it went down to 6.5 tomorrow, you might think, yeah, that's a good or 6.2, obviously you predicted 6.2 gigabit. You could think, yeah, 6.2, I'm going to get it at 6.2. You look forward to it, you buy it, and all of a sudden you get it at 6.2 and you think, yes, I've got it at 6.2. Then it goes 6.1, 6, 5.9, and it could keep going down. And there's no reason why Bitcoin's only speculative, so it's only worth what people are willing to pay for it. And if people say, do you know what, I don't want to spend no more than $2,000 on a Bitcoin, that's how much a Bitcoin's worth. And at that point, you would be sitting there thinking, fuck, I paid $6.5 for my Bitcoin. It's now $2,000. If I'd waited, I could have bought 3 more. You don't know when the bottom's going to be. That's where technical analysis may help, because you can look at how much it's being traded, how much it's being used, as opposed to what the price is, and obviously previous patterns. I was watching one video the other day, and this guy was using, like, I don't know, all these different graphs and all these different examples. Like, oh yeah, if we look at the panda chart, you can see here the correlation between Bitcoin and, oh, but let's go over to the unicorn rainbow chart and you can compare that. And I was thinking, what the fuck is this guy talking about? In their language, in their world, it probably all makes sense, and it's like, it's really good advice. But I don't know. To me, I'm not a huge fan of technical analysis. But Gareth says, hey guys, thanks for joining, Gareth. Nice to see you again. Ripple is going live with Western Union payments on the 18th this month. So get some Ripple before that too much, but buy a small position. That's interesting news. Ripple going live with Western Union. I suppose if it really works out well with Western Union, then it may make other banks think, oh, do you know, let's keep an eye on this for a month or two, and maybe make them want to jump in. Maybe, we don't know. Futures have killed it, says Russell. Gareth says, hi guys. Raw says, agree with Russell. Tron burn is per transaction, not all in one go. Oh, is it really? Interesting. So how long is that going to take? Because they have got a lot of coins, and I suppose it depends on how much people are transacting with it. Really, you're only going to be using Tron to transact if you're buying or selling. It says here they've got 65 billion. Is that right? 65 billion circulating supply. I don't We are in a bear market, so no new monies are being pushed into the market. Nothing will jump substantially until new monies enter the market. Gigabit, it must be really hard because you you type with capitals and not capitals from word to word. So I don't know, unless you're really quick at typing. But sound advice is always Gigabit. You're always on the ball actually when it comes to cryptocurrency prices, I think. So well, fair play to you, mate. Edgar says, join Bit Club, bro. Here is my IMV. Eager, blah blah blah. I've bought some MNX and parked it in MineX Bank, earning interest. I've never heard MineX Bank. Never heard of it, but might have to look into it. Crypto market cap is slowly shrinking last few months, so we have to wait until we see a positive uptrend for a few days. Then you'll know if it's time to get in and hold on for dear life. Huddle. You can imagine now that Bitcoin is worth the average cost of mining at the moment around 4,000 question mark. BitClub is a scam. Yes, I believe BitClub is a scam. So let us. Oh, what are all these options? Dun, dun, dun. Put user on timeout, and we're going to delete that comment. Ta-da! It's the first time I've ever done that. Oh, sorry, Edgar. But no one likes to be shield stuff. Right, so basically 4,000 is ground zero. That's interesting. What makes you believe that Bitcoin is cost $4,000 to mine? And I suppose actually, if you think about it, that's probably not far off. Well, it's probably right actually, because if I was to mine one whole Bitcoin, I'd need to buy an Antminer S9. I'd probably mine like 1.2. It's cost me about $3,000 to $4,000, if not more, depending on where I buy it from, to buy an Antminer S9. Then you got the electricity costs over a year, so yeah, it probably does cost. Obviously, people that bought Antminer S9s in the thousands, like a couple of years ago, it's for them the average cost of mining a Bitcoin is like hardly anything. But we'll see. Stay away from shitty projects and buy something you believe in. Good sound advice there from Frederick. I can't argue with that. Only takes 5 minutes or less for me to send Ripple from one exchange to another, and only costs 50 cents. Nice. But when we start seeing it with obviously the banks, I think them using like I say smaller, Western Union's obviously not. They're more known for international payments. So once Ripple proves its worth on that platform, it may make other banks or other partners want to look and say, right, you're doing this for Western Union, you're saving them X amount of pounds or dollars a year. Can you do it for us? Then you get more partners on board. That's going to drum the price up. So that's what we want, really. All these cryptocurrencies, I've been saying it for a while. A lot of them do fuck all, if we're being honest. A lot of them, you know, you're buying them, like, say, I'm picking on Tron today, but I'm not. You know, I don't mean to pick on. Tron doesn't do anything at the minute. It's you're buying it, and at the minute they're going on their testnet phase, so they're not even live yet. This is still early doors. They're still bug finding. They're still, you know, testing things out. But once you actually start you know, we're starting to see cryptocurrencies now being used in real world. So that's interesting. That is interesting. And obviously that's where the people that got in early, because we could be saying, you know, Tron's being exchanged for $52. That may take years, but you know, we'll be looking back and saying, Bitglen, do you remember when Tron was 3 cent? Yeah, same with Amazon, same with Apple, same with Google. I'm sure at some point all of these were traded for cents, and now they're traded for dollars, $10, $100, you know. So mega money to be made, but you've got to be in it for the long haul. Stay away from cheap projects. It only takes 5 minutes or less. Oh, yeah, I've read them. Even if the 4K are true, the difficulty go down once we hit it, as people will stop mining while others continue with the lower energy costs. Yeah, we could see a couple of months. I mean, even when Bitcoin was going up dramatically in price, we saw um, a down. We saw a couple of, well, for a whole month, we saw the difficulty going down. Now, what I know that the Bitcoin difficulty is in line with. I don't trust this website. I used it before and it let me down. So you can see here, this is when I joined. I actually joined mining and cryptocurrency sort of beginning of November. And you can see here the mining difficulty went down twice instead of going up. I don't know if that's because it's had a couple of really big ones. See some of these, 6%, 1%. What have we had recently? It's actually gone up pretty, if these are to be believed, if this is true, it's gone up pretty slowly. I wonder if that's in correlation with obviously the price and people switching their miners from Bitcoin to say Bitcoin Cash or something else. Because if you look at some of these, you've got 18, 17, 3, 15, 16, 10. So you would say the average there, I would say, has got to be what, 12%? But then for the last 1, 2, 3, 4, which bearing in mind they only change the difficulty once every 2 weeks, has gone up 4, 9, 5, and 1. So you would say the average there has got to be probably 5%, I would say, maybe 4.5%. So yeah, that's quite low actually. So it is going down, and obviously it's been going down the last couple of this weekend. So I wonder what the next one will be. It says here April the 1st. So did it change just today? Only 1%. So we'll see. We may have to wait 2 more weeks before we next see the difficulty change. That would take it to April the 15th. We'll see what the difficulty is then. Wonder if it'll be another low one or a high one. What next estimated difficulty? They're saying it's going to go up 4%. But take this with a pinch of salt, because I used this website before and it was completely incorrect. Adam says, "Hi Glenn, really disappointed with Ethereum. Bought 2 a couple months ago and lost nearly half of it. I think we need some WoW investor to pump some money into something moving. What may happen when Ethereum is not being mined? Will it likely to collapse? How do you do all?" Adam, yes, Ethereum potentially. There's a couple of things going on with Ethereum. One, they're saying that ASIC miners are coming out for Ethereum, which is going to kill off GPU mining. So you may see the difficulty for Ethereum shoot up dramatically, but the amount of power that's available out there from ASIC miners is going to dramatically increase. So we may see the difficulty jumping up quite a bit. The other side of it is that they're thinking of doing a soft fork or an update for Ethereum to make it proof. Proof of stake, as opposed to proof of work, which means that there'll be no mining and it will just be people staking their Ethereum and people earning interest off it. Encouraging people to stake for a period of time. So say you've got like 5 Ethereum coins, you stake those and you agree to have them there for 6 months, and over that 6 months you earn an interest of every transaction that goes through, and the fee that is taken from that. I mean, to be honest, it sounds like, Adam, you're buying a coin. You've bought Ethereum, and obviously the reason you're gutted is because it's gone down half, and that is gutting. I bought, even though I'm keeping a really close eye, I bought Bitcoin when it was at 8,300, if you guys remember, and at the time, it was going up and down, and I bought at 8.3 because I thought, oh yeah, it'll go back up to 9k, and it didn't. And this is what I mean. It went down, 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 to eventually 6.5. So I thought, fuck, I really bought it at the wrong time. So even I've lost money potentially, but you need to think about it more long term. If you bought, you're saying, hi Glenn, really disappointed. I bought Ethereum a couple months and lost nearly half of it. I don't know if you mean you've actually lost the Ethereum coins or whether the value of them have gone down. So if you're just looking at it in US dollar term, yes, you have lost money if you cash out today. But what you've got to look at is that Ethereum is a really good project to be a part of. That's my opinion. If anyone wants to get involved in an ICO, generally 99% of them run off of Ethereum. So think about that. There's currently 1,600 cryptocurrencies on this coinmarketcap.com. There's more out there, and 99% of them run off Ethereum. That's massive. So there's always going to be a value for Ethereum. So it's one of the more safer bets out there, in my opinion. Bitcoin obviously is a safe bet. So I believe the prices will go back up for these coins. I sort of almost have no fear at the minute with the price of Bitcoin, Ethereum, and Litecoin. I throw Litecoin in there as well. They're the three coins that I'm fairly confident will still be around in the next 2 to 3 years at least, unless something dramatic happens. So things like this massive dip, it happened over a weekend. Who gives a fuck? Like, you know, I got involved in cryptocurrency because I'm thinking, oh yeah, I might be able to take out some profit in a couple years' time. I don't really care what happened over the course of 48 hours. For me, it's more over what happens over 48 months. But that's my opinion. Some of you may be just trying to buy and sell and trade and make some quick profits today and stuff like that. So, Crypto Steve says, how we do. Russell says, Ethereum wrecked. Is there a logo for wrecked? Like wrecked. Petro will make you rich, bro. All ERC. Eggy, you're not doing yourself any favours. Bit Club all the way is legit and I have good results. Thanks. It's good. Some positives. Raw Top Shot says, all ERC20 tokens running on a platform surely wouldn't let it crash unless they all switch to Neo/EOS platform, etc. Yeah, and you say that, Raw. I think up until there, I can't remember what one it is. It's either and I don't mean to misinform anyone, I suppose, but it's either EOS or Neo still technically run off of Ethereum until their platform goes live. I don't know if that's 100% true, but that's what I read. So, and I think it's EOS. I swear it was EOS. One of them, they still run off of Ethereum. So until their own thing goes live, you know, there's such a big demand and use for Ethereum. And until something comes along like Neo or EOS that says, right, we're doing exactly the same thing as Ethereum, but better or faster, cheaper, quicker, you know, like there has to be some added value to it. You can't just say, look, here's another bit Glenn. He does exactly the same videos as me, wears the same clothes, he's got the same sense of humour. You're going to be like, well, I'll just watch the one that, you know, I've been watching for the last year. You know, Ethereum's been going like 5-6 years. Why would you go to one of these other ones unless they have added value? So just bet. I think Ethereum will have an inherent value for a little while in the future yet, until someone comes along and says, right, we're doing what they're doing, but with this added value to it. I'm looking at it long term. Yes, value of it. Yep. So you know, you've bought it at, I assume, $600-700. That's bargain. When it goes up to 1,500 again, like it was a few months ago, you'll be saying, oh yeah, I've doubled my money. Brilliant. So you know, I'm not too worried about it at the minute. iStoner says, Glen Connect. Glen Connect. I wonder how the Glen coin's getting on, actually. I only check it when you guys bring it up. Hashflare is paying shit. Gigabit says, hey. So you're right, actually. Hashflare, I actually signed into my Hashflare, but it's probably kicked me out because I've been talking for a while now. Yes, it has. Hashflare sent out a tweet yesterday saying that there's been a issue with their um, back-end server room or something. So they didn't, or they were paying people out incorrectly yesterday. So if you've checked your balance, which I did, and it looks like your money, your Satoshis haven't really gone up at all, that's probably because they didn't pay you out correctly. So if we look at the history, normally they pay out at 1:30 in the morning. So by the time I wake up in the UK, sort of like 7 o'clock, the money's all there. But if I go down to history, you can see it says it on there actually, but it didn't appear till today, about 2 or 3 hours ago. So yeah, big Hashflare are paying out shit at the minute, I suppose. For that reason, that was. But they are saying they're gonna pay everyone what they should have earned in the last 24 hours. It's just taken them a bit more time. So I got paid mine a few hours ago. So they're about half a day behind, I suppose. But hopefully that's rectified now, because I got paid my amount today. Obviously, again, the Bitcoin is going down. So the more Bitcoin goes down, the higher technically the fee is, the percentage of the fee from what you're mining every day. So you'll notice that your Satoshis will go down. That will change if the price of Bitcoin goes up. So the higher the Bitcoin goes up, the lower the fee goes. So obviously you're left with a bigger difference. So you'll get more Satoshis. I hope that makes sense. I have explained it quite a few times. Necromancer, which reminds me of a video game I used to play. What was it? Disgaea 3. Half Terra, 3 Satoshis, 2.5 fees, and 500 Satoshis with half a Terra. Yeah, the fees are really high at the minute, and that's why I said before I went away, I don't think Hashflare, with 0 discount, I don't think Hashflare is a very good investment at the moment. Fingers crossed. I did sort 1-year investments, so hopefully that won't go down anymore. Ethereum has overbought because of all the ICOs launching on it now. They sell real money and Ether drops. Thanks, Glenn, for your wisdom. Have a good evening. Well, I hope that helps. Hope it gave you maybe a different outlook on it. Rather than being negative, try and focus on the positives. EOS is still ERC20 until June. Yeah, I knew it was one of them. So, you know, when people are saying, you know, EOS is taking over Ethereum, well, actually, EOS is on Ethereum, which is, I suppose, bad for Ethereum, because they're helping coins set up a platform to better them, which, I don't know, maybe it is better, maybe not. Hey Glenn, love your channel, great to see you back, missed you. Oh, thanks BP. Sup Glenn, been busy, IRL, I don't know what that means. Maybe Ontology is the way forward. I've never heard of that one either. BitClub has only red flags. You can't find a positive about them anywhere. BBL Adventure says, hey Glenn. Oh, I see. Thank you for the explanation, Glenn. Nice hoodie, amigo. Yes, BBL, where's your picture of you? I know you sent it in the group chat, actually, didn't you? I thought he was going to take a picture of you wearing it. Come on, catch up. So yeah, that's in real life. I've never heard of IRL. So that's it really, guys. That's all I wanted to talk about. I've shown you my Hashflare account there. There isn't really any updates. Envian haven't released any updates. Hashflare obviously had that issue yesterday, but that's resolved today. Obviously, a lot of the coins went down dramatically in price over the weekend, but they're starting to bounce back. But as I think Gigabit said, we need a couple of days of, like, you know, positive uptrend before people can say, oh, do you know what? Yeah, I want to get back into it now, because a lot of people will be looking at this thinking, should I buy Bitcoin at 7k? Well, what if it goes down to 6.2 again tomorrow? But then if it goes up to 7.1, 7.2, people will then think, oh yeah, it's going back up now. This is the bottom. I better buy some more. And then it goes up to 7.3, 7.4. You know, it's a snowball effect. And then we'll see like a sudden rise in the price, maybe 7.5k by what are we on today, April the 1st. So say by April the 3rd, 4th, we should see 7.5 hopefully. So potentially Friday we could have it back at 7.7. Then I assume it's going to go down over the weekend again, so then that'll put it at 7.5 going into next week. Then we could be looking at 8k that week. But saying that, cryptocurrency is so fast moving that it could be 8k when I wake up in the morning, and you'll think, oh, what Glenn just said was complete rubbish. But we've got to be realistic here. So if you are aiming to buy and sell and stuff like that, I think 7.5, 7, something like that by the end of this week would be a good week for Bitcoin. Then probably a dip over the weekend. Then next week, I believe, sort of 8k, and then obviously from there we'll see. Obviously, once it gets to 9.5k, I think that's a big turning point, because generally it dipped back down after that. But if it breaks past that, and this key figure I've got in my head all the time is 11.5k. Will Bitcoin get past that? I don't think we'll see 11.5k in April, and if we do, I think it'll dip down. It's all about May, mid-May. So I'm holding off. Well, obviously I've still got my cryptocurrency. I'm not going to sell it anytime soon, because I think come May I'm going to be thankful for the prices that I've paid. So I hope you all feel the same. I hope we all ride that wave together. I'm still going to try and put out some videos every day, so maybe I'll do another video tomorrow, find some really interesting news stories and maybe report on those. So I'll try and do a video tomorrow, and the next day try and make up for having a weekend off. How dare I not do a video for a couple of days. So yeah, that's it, guys. I did try sending in the Telegram group chat. I was trying to send some videos, but Telegram doesn't seem very good for sharing videos. I wanted to send like some of the boxing videos over, just like, you know, only like 2-minute long videos, but Telegram just don't like doing it. It just says processing, then it crashes out. So I'm sorry if you haven't seen anything from me, but I don't know, I'll figure it out one day. Consensus 18 will make BTC pump again. Yeah, I think mid-May is going to be, for me, it's going to be the key. So say come end of May, because obviously you've got to give it a couple of weeks to start a bull run. By the end of May, if Bitcoin and cryptocurrencies hasn't sort of shot up dramatically, then I'll start to worry. But we'll see. Oh, while we're quickly here, because obviously I want to document the prices of some of the coins I hold. So Bitcoin private at $22, which is shit. Envian almost went down into the 30-cent mark at one point. I thought we were going to see 39 cents. It's at 43 cents at the minute. Still pretty low. What other ones have I got? Oh, Z Classic. I haven't checked that for a while. Z Classic, $4. Mid-May around the 16th. Yeah, that's what I think, Fred. I think mid-May is the telling time. Oh, and the other one I've got, you guys may, if you've been watching my videos from the beginning, you may have remembered that I bought some Signal token, and I have put, you'll notice I haven't talked about them, I haven't brought it up, nothing, but I actually own, I think, 4,500 Signal tokens. I bought them in the ICO stage, and then they sent an email out saying, can you please vote whether you'd like more coins, but obviously the price would be lower, or so they 10 times the amount of coins we received. So it went from, like, instead of getting 400 coins, I got 4,000 coins, but instead of them being worth 10 cents, now they're worth 1 cent. So, but they only went on CoinMarketCap website. You can see here they haven't even put the circulating supply and all this sort of stuff. So it's still early doors, but there's something I invested in. It was something to do with creators of video content online receiving revenue for their videos, even if people share and post it through, you know, if my friend shared this YouTube video on his Facebook, I would still receive revenue for it. So to me, it struck, obviously, it was close to my heart. So I thought that was a good investment. I only put a small amount in, I think maybe $50, I believe. I can't remember. You'll have to go back and watch my video actually on that. I might have to go back and watch it because I can't remember what I put into it. But I've got 4,000, so you can work that out. It means that they're worth, like, I don't know, what's that, just $10 or something. It's saying no, it'd be like $40. $40 they're worth, something like that. So, but it's only 1 cent. So if that goes up, even up to 2 cent, 3 cent, obviously for me that's going to be a big jump up in how much my investment is. So, there, I think that's all the coins I own. Z Classic, Bitcoin Private, Signal. I own Bitcoin, Litecoin, Ethereum. Oh, and Envian. I think that's it. Really, I need to download one of those. What do you guys think? Please comment on this video. What is one of the best apps to keep an eye on your portfolio? I see a lot of Twitterers and YouTubers using Blockfolio, I think it is the app. I need to find an app where I can keep an eye on all these prices, because obviously it's getting silly now. I only used to have Envian, so that was it. I just needed to check the price of that. Now I've got about 5 or 6 that I'm always keeping my eye on, so I need to make that a bit easier. May last year was the time things started taking off. Yeah, so that's what I'm hoping again this year, just repeated patterns. So hopefully all these cryptocurrencies we've got, I really don't like Delta. I've got Delta and they piss me off, so I might have to download Blockfolio. That's it from me, guys. That's everything I wanted to talk about today. Thank you for joining the video. Please all give this video a thumbs up. If you're new to this channel, please click the subscribe button. I'm going to try and do more content for you guys. I've actually got an electrician coming next week to do the shed, the bit cave, and then I'll be able to start posting more regular content with better lighting and better sound quality, hopefully, going forward. So that's all going ahead. He's coming mid next week, so hopefully in the next couple of weeks I'm going to be out there in the bit cave. So nice hair, welcome back. Yeah, I normally have my hair cut really short when I can be bothered to get it done, so I haven't got to gel it or brush it or anything. Join Telegram, the Discord and Twitter. Yes, that's right, all my social media is all BitGlen or Team BitGlen for the Telegram group chat, and I'll see you guys on the next video. See you later, guys. Bye.